Okay. Does banana go bad? Yeah, I think it was bad already. All right. You want some treats? It looks like the puppy chow's good. You want chiku treat? Okay. You're so happy. Chiku treats. There you go. You want 2 chikus? Here you go, Chila. I love you too. You're a magic moon baby. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Woo. I'm finally recovering from my hangover and dancing and running out the dogs constantly. So. Okay. No, just to preface. I haven't seen the Obama interview. Okay, so. So, instead of ducking the question, Barack Hussein Obama, former president, who got in on a race grift, really, somehow got reelected in 2012. I voted for Mitt Romney. You know, the Republicans had a weak candidate in 2012. So, unfortunately, he wasn't a one-term president. The hope and change master granddaddy himself. So... So Mr. Hope and Change gave an interview. He's almost, 65 years old? I believe it's 64 right now. Barack Hussein Obama. Born to a Kenyan father and a white woman. So, yeah. So the interviewer on this podcast, right, just asked him point blank, are there aliens? So he gave a Bill Clinton-like answer. Yes, I did smoke weed, but I didn't inhale. Okay. So this kind of setup is how you answer a question, but you don't answer the question. Yes, aliens are real, but I didn't see any. Yeah, I smoked weed, but I didn't inhale it. Yeah. Yeah, I drank some booze, but I didn't get drunk. I stuck my wiener inside her, but I didn't ejaculate. So it's kind of like, well, yeah, I did it, but I didn't do it. Right. Yeah, I hit him in the face, but I didn't break his nose. Or pretty much the Bill Clinton thing. William Jefferson Clinton, former president too. That's how the leftists would talk about Donald Trump when Biden stole the election and the Democrats in 2020. The former president, the former. Now they'd have to call him President Trump to their dismay, to their chagrin. Their commander-in-chief. Yeah, so, well, there are aliens, but I didn't see them. Yeah, they didn't show them to me. Yeah, I knew about Area 51, but I didn't go there. Okay, so it's like, am I surprised about UFO disclosure or alien disclosure by the government? Is it just another Democrat hoax to try to win the 2026 midterm elections? Because they always have a hoax, like they have the plague. They always have a hoax or a crisis, you know. Or they have a money laundering fraud scheme, like Somalia, the Minnesota taxpayers paying for thousands of Somalis to invade Minnesota, Minneapolis. Yeah. So, yeah, they love those frauds and those scam. They're like, what, legal criminals, I guess you can call them. Sometimes they don't get away with it. Most of the time they do. The SBX cryptocurrency fraud, Sam Brankman, they stole it again, as Gonzalo Lira would say, the Coach Red Pill in 2022. They stole it again. They rigged it again. Yeah. Scott Allen, Scott Adams would call it, before he died of cancer, he would call it the daily hoax by the Democrats. So but there's different durations of their hoaxes and their crises, and there's different, time periods. Like this Epstein thing, they can drag out and just try to point it towards Trump as if, but they have to say, but there's no criminal involvement by these men, so that Trump doesn't go, did they say I was criminally charged? Did they call me a rapist? Uh-oh. Ding dong, hell's bells. And so, what is that? You have slander, you have libel. So slander is, Brenda's a whore. And then Brenda's not a whore, and then she comes and sues you. Yeah, so that's slander. And then libel is everybody go down to the Civic Center, raise hell, break shit. Okay, so that's libel, because somebody's liable for their speech. Yeah. Okay. So there is libel if someone does it and they say it specifically, go cause damage, go hurt people. And then if people do that, then that person is liable for their actions. So if you just say, it has to be specific. So it can't just be go down to the teachers, whatever, the school council and raise hell or cause a stink or cause a ruckus, So it depends on the wording of the language, right? Of course. So in writing, they say be specific, and also threats have to be pretty much specific. So I can't say, I wish you and your family a curse, and a deadly curse that lasts for 3,000 years. Yeah, that's not specific. That's so you can't get in trouble for that, because that's not specific. Now, if you said a specific threat against somebody, that's different. So that's the terroristic threats part of the part that's not covered by the First Amendment of the Constitution. Well, the thing is, aliens are real, but I didn't go to Area 51. They didn't show them to me, Yeah, aliens are real. 100%. Yeah. You can't elaborate on that, Barry? Oh no. Can't tell you any more than I just told you. You already know enough already. I got that unicorn here. Another baby. Hey, got those treats? Hey, y'all went wild on that stuff. Man. They went wild on their food. Yeah. Try to do some dishes and cook at the same time? Yeah, that's motherfucking talent. All right. Well, I didn't not believe in aliens. According to the, Google search and the online encyclopedia, Chat GPT, there's 2 trillion galaxies in the known observable universe. And so, what is there, like trillions of planets and we're just one or something? So, is this alien shit? Is this like some sort of psyop? I don't know. Some people that are the believers of the faith believe that aliens are demons, of course. So. Of course. Oh, no, Tula, that was me. Tula, that was me. It's okay, too. But good job, though. If she hears any kind of boom, 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 she starts barking. Thinks that somebody's knocking on the door. But let's say I'm a true believer, Yeah, I do believe in dimensionality. I do believe that there's hell dimensions. I do believe there's heaven dimensions. I do believe there are many dimensions. There are many worlds. There's many realms, if you will. And why wouldn't there be in a universe this massive? So I know that the non-believers in aliens said prove it. I don't think we'll have to wait very long for it to be proved. And if the government keeps up with this disclosure, it may happen in our lifetimes. The thing about America's 250th birthday is that most people won't be alive to see the 300th. Good in here. Yeah, this copper is big right here. Okay. Well, they did the virus, the Chinese, the Democrats, or the Chinese Communist Party, or whatever. So they did the SBX cryptocurrency scandal. They've done the Somalian fraud. What's their next scam? What's their next hoax? What's their next script? I wonder. For the Democrat Party. Yeah, a lot of the big billionaire donors left the Democrat Party. So Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, tech titans. Kind of have a fundraising problem, huh? Pretty serious one. I'll turn this down on it. Yeah. The Democrats have a serious... I mean, I don't care about their financial issues, and I don't give a shit. I don't want to see the Democrats come back to power for the rest of my life, really, if I could help it. The Epstein files, the Rapestein files. Some people are running around, they're putting on my comments, or on live streams or whatever. They're like, hey, Trump is mentioned in the Epstein files, in the Crapstein files, however many times. And I'm like, well, he was just trying to get dirt on rich and powerful people, so Trump's kind of a hard nut to crack because he doesn't drink. You offer him a drink, he'll say, well, my brother Fred, he used to hit the shit real hard. He used to hit his liver failed him, and he used to hit the hard liquor, the whiskey and the bourbon and vodka and all that, tequila, and now Fred's dead. So yeah, nothing. So you can't corrupt Trump with alcohol. Can't do it with tobacco. Can't do it with drugs. Okay, but what could you use to corrupt a man? Wool man. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. So Jeffrey Epstein was trying to make himself untouchable by, hey, I'll tell your wife you got down with some underage girls, or, if you ever turn me into the police, I got your number. Yeah. And so, ooh, yeah. So he's a blackmailer, and maybe he's extorting Bill Gates and stuff for, Don't turn me into the feds or the police, because I'll tell Belinda about those underage women and the STDs. Oh, man. Uh-oh. I'll tell Hillary Bubba about your adventures down under, your island adventures. Didn't they have they had a Nintendo game that was like Island Adventure or Adventure Island or some shit? They did have a Nintendo game, Adventure Island, and you throw the the tribal tomahawks, and you go. It's like some like fat. He's kind of like a wannabe Mario, but like a Hawaiian surfer dude. Well, is that real good? That's real good. All right. Epstein files, a big nothing burger, pretty much. I mean, it's not taking Trump down, It's actually, nobody's in jail, huh? Yeah, nobody. Bill Clinton's not in jail. Bill Gates is not in jail. All those guys aren't in jail. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Uh-huh. Yeah, basically Wesley Hunt in Texas is like, I'm the big daddy, I'm taking over. And then John Cornyn is like, I'm an old man, I'm going to try to hold on. But, like some old fart coming to power, like Chuck Schumer. Yeah. I know y'all. Nobody wants to give up that senator job because Washington is the biggest nursing retirement home for these people. So, I mean, nobody wants to give up that job. Who controls the money, where it goes? I mean, how the budgets are drafted and all that. Nobody wants to give up that type of power. It's like an extraordinary power, especially like senators. And nobody would want to walk away from that job unless, well, I mean, they wheel them in, don't they? With that Dianne Feinstein, that lady was in a wheelchair. Mitch McConnell, that man had like so many multiple strokes on air. It's outrageous. That dude that looked like a turtle. There you go, Dula. Y'all. Okay, no more, y'all. That's it. Y'all got plenty of treats today and stuff. Yeah, the race for the Texas Senate on the Democrat and Republican side is pretty interesting in Texas, at least. yeah, I know some people are like, there are no aliens. There are no aliens. I said, there are aliens. And they're like, prove it. Like, well, I can't right now because I don't have the right access to secret government programs. All right, I don't have those kind of facilities. I don't have that kind of clearance, et cetera, et cetera. So I love y'all. I do have a high beerance, top level beerance. You're approved for top level beerance, sir. Thank you. All right, top level beerance. Okay, aliens, Epstein's, in Iran. I haven't covered the third topic yet. So yeah, I'll say yes, there are aliens, but I didn't inhale though. Good one, Bubba. Good one, Brock. Those are funny ones. Well, I had sex with the lady, but I didn't go all the way. Just went a little bit. Well, I walked over here, but I didn't go all the way to here. That's a classic politician line right there. That's a classic way to lie but not lie. It's a classic way to like reveal a little bit of the truth, but not the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God. So Saruman and the Muhammad wizards over there in Iran, Saruman and the dirty wizards of the Lord of the Rings, they don't really have much of a future. So basically, you have an old leader, the Ayatollah Khomeini, that's trying to hold on to power with a wheelchair and a diaper, and it's just not resonating with the Iranian people. So the women want to let their hair down or something, so they're gonna. Apparently, the Islamic Republic of Iran has killed thousands of people, according to reports of their own people, to stop the riots and the civil war, to try to squash dissent through violence. So. So Iran is acting really a lot like the Chinese Communist Party. They will kill their people to stop dissent, and they will lock people in their own homes. They'll seal them shut. They don't care. As long as it stops the chaos and the disorder, as long as it stops the a civil war from happening against the Chinese Communist Party. Aliens are real. Probably the Iranian Islamic Republic will fall. So Saruman and his Urukai will be no more. I'm not really going to miss the fella or the fellas. Not really too much. So this one is, the Democrats will find it hard pressed to take the 2026 midterm elections, historical shifts aside, especially with the Iran deal. You can't really make Trump look like a dictator or a bully because it's what the Iranian people want. So Trump will be seen as a glorious liberator, not a ruthless, ice cold dictator. So, yeah, the leftists will lose again. Yeah, because that's what communism, socialism, leftism usually always loses. So, usually speaking. Not always. I mean, it won Mao Zedong in China, but that's because the Japanese were attacking China. And the forces of Chiang Kai-shek were severely damaged. Chiang Kai-shek would have finished off Mao Zedong's Red Army if the Japanese weren't invading, trying to conquer China. All right, let's get this rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Boy, my butt swollen. Quesadillas. All right. Wow. Well, no more chicken, y'all. Put some ranch dressing on there. Oh. All right. Let's get some. We have a little bit of quesadilla cheese left, but we're gonna do a little bit of the cheddar, just in case. Let's do it step by step. Assembly. Didn't they have like an old 80s song? It was like step by step, bit by bit, or something like that. Now the 80s just seems like these echo memories, that I'm older. Almost like it didn't even exist. Except just in memory. Oh. Wow. That's good. Yeah, the Unabomber. The Unabomber fashions got me a warning that lasted for months. I think I did Unabomber fashions back in November or December or something. Or I think as far back as November. Yeah. It's a joke. Most of my fans know. Most of my viewers know that Unabomber Fashions was a joke. Most people knew it was a joke. But it filed under terroristic organizations. It said terroristic and criminal organizations. I was like, well, the Unabomber isn't a terrorist organization. There's not a Ted Kaczynski gang or some shit. So there's one man. One really smart man. One really high IQ man. Yeah, that was, I guess he was experimented on by CIA, MK Ultra program, I believe, and that's what sent him into the rage against the government and technology and all that. Imagine if old Ted would have got a piece of Bill Gates or something. How crazy of a story that would be. That Bill Gates was like going to his going to his office or something, and there was somebody opened a package and it ripped the shit. That would have been a crazy history, but thankfully the FBI got him. His brother got him. So actually, it was his brother's wife. Yeah. So we got the butter right here. Yeah, I recognized his writing style and what he wrote about, which was the downfall of mankind through technology. It's basically neo-Ludditism, but with a more violent. The manifesto calls for violent extremism against those in academics and technology, and so. A lot of people try to read the manifesto of Ted Kaczynski, but the YouTube, because of community standards, a lot of times it's shut down because it does call for violent revolution against the system. I probably won't be flirting with the topic anymore. That the Unabomber Fashions was flagged either by an individual or by an algorithm that they patrol YouTube with. So, Google, one of the co-founders of Google is on the Epstein list, right? Is it Sergey Brin? Yeah. Ooh, a lot of tech titans on the list, huh? AOC, sweet Latina booty. Is that what Stein was? He was following her around going, you got that sweet Latina booty. Was he trying to pick her up or what? But, no, it was just for his podcast or whatever. Sweet Latina booty, sweet Latina booty. He really wants a spicy conquistador ass, huh? He wants some Spanish booty. Is it some really spicy butt? I don't know. I've never tried any, but it might be some really spicy butt. Sweet Latina booty. It might be good. I don't know. A lot of white guys get to enjoy it. Yeah. Sweet Latina booty. Is it like some nice caramel booty? And the guy's like, oh, like the white guy's like, oh, I'm about to get some caramel tonight. Ooh. Yeah, he's all excited and stuff. Get some caramello tonight, baby. Ooh. We going downtown in the brown. Ooh. White guys all excited and shit. White guys like, I'm glad I got enough money to afford this big sweet booty. All right. All right, here we go. So the Iranian regime probably will fall, and with the help of the civil unrest inside, and also U.S. and Israeli military forces. That takes away the bingo card from the Russian Federation, North Korea, and it really deals a sick blow to the Chinese communists. I don't know, baby. Here we go. Ooh. I don't care what people say, aliens are real. How do I know? Well, it will be known one day, I think. Whether it's a trick or not. The Epstein files aren't taking down Trump because he wasn't involved in pedophiliac, child sex, slavery, trafficking. So, yeah. So the Epstein files are really just one big nothing burger because no one's facing any criminal charges. So because there are none, Jeffrey Epstein is dead, as Bill Gates would say, of his enemy, who knew all about his sordid activities. Well, you know, Jeffrey, he's dead. Yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell's in prison. So those were the two main architects. And all the rich and powerful and famous people, they were not, most of them, facilitators. Or, except for maybe, I would say probably it's Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Prince Andrew for sure, and some of these other characters. The co-owner of the New York Giants. I forgot all these different business people's names because I don't remember all the different names. So one big nothing burger, and then Iran will fall because it just will. It's like the Soviet Union. Yeah, it lasted however many years, but it fell. Socialism and communist societies usually fall. So historically speaking. So one day the Chinese Communist Party might find themselves in a precarious position from their own people, from the inside out. So like Iran is now feeling it. So Yeah, I mean, they'll try to Tiananmen Square. They'll try to do what the Islamic Republic is doing. They'll try to kill their own people and shut them in their apartments again. But nothing lasts forever. So, yeah, I don't expect the Chinese Communist Party and of Mao Zedong, Chairman Mao, to make it to our birthday, 250 years. I doubt it's got that kind of legs, that system of government. So, yeah, Iran's going to fall. So that's it. That's the whole video. It was aliens, Epstein files, and Iran. Finally got to that. And Iran so far away. Tomorrow's President's Day, so we might do a president's. I kind of feel crappy from the 3 beers last night. So, yeah, I might just go play the lotto for $700,000 because that would be a really good amount of money to have in this life and for the family and for the place. And so, yeah. Yeah, I would help out, myself, my relatives, mom and dad, and make sure this place was kind of enshrined in my, you know, in our family. So, yeah. I mean, I guess if I became a multimillionaire, I guess I would want to buy a house with a yard, and for dogs to play, or maybe, something like that. Maybe kids would play in it one day or something. Yeah, just get a big house together, right? That's what they call the American dream. I guess I know the American dream has been dead for like 40, 50 years, but it doesn't mean it can't ever come back. I don't know. I'm an optimist. So, anyways, God bless. Best of success. Peace.